Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. The Object 257. Tier 9. Remember? Do you remember this one? Do you remember when it came out? And everyone said, it's going to break the game. Because it has a triangular hull. The sides are V-shaped. That's the words they used. They didn't use triangle. V-shaped hull. It's got a V-shaped hull. It can't be damaged. It's going to break the game. Everything will auto bounce. No one will be able to hurt it, and it will break the game. Do you remember? You know I'm right. It's true. Every time something new comes out, it's going to break the game. But we've all learned that that is absolutely true. The game is broken constantly. But it doesn't break the game on its own. It breaks the game for the first few months or that it's out. And then something new comes out that breaks the game more, so that what it broke isn't that big a deal anymore. The breaking continues! Right, so the game breaking from the Object 257 is over. And so now we get to enjoy, because now it's a weak piece of shit in this meta. But every now and then, someone has a really good game on it we're going to feature. See? Now we get to feature the power of the Object 257. And everyone can say, see? It's not broken. They were wrong. It wasn't broken. That's the thing. That's how humans, our minds, what's stored in our brains sometimes, we're not capable of attaching the time marker to that thought. We remember something, right? And we have our preconceived or our views on it. We might have 3 or 4 things that we remember that are favorite things, and certain things that happened that we really liked. But you remembered them vividly, but the file folders are kind of mixed up in your brain so that you don't really recall everything else that happened around that period of time or when they occurred. So, people say stupid things like the good old days. And I remember when it was great, right? And always that nostalgic past tense. If we could only be like we were before, then we would be great again. Stuff like that, right? But really, when you start really thinking about it, you anytime you go back 50 years compared to today, it sucked. Like, if you really think about it, yeah, you remember my dad had that convertible Chevy. We used to drive in the back seat, no seat belts. The smell of leaded gasoline. Yeah, and you remember, those were the days. They don't make them like that anymore. You're right, they don't make them like that anymore. Because that car was a hunk of shit compared to the cars that are out now. And we don't have to breathe in lead anymore. And on and on and on, right? There's a lot of... If you start looking at... It was worse. Usually things get better. With ups and downs. But the trajectory is generally up. Who was it? Actually, I heard a really nice quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Was it Neil deGrasse Tyson? No, it wasn't him. It was some other guy. And I forgot the quote, so forget about it. Anyways, my point is, we don't do a very good job of putting the memories into the right file folders and associating with them the reality of the time that we had the memory. So, like, for instance, this thing, the Object 257, oh, it's going to break the game. Well, now when we think about it now, we go, well, no, it's fine. But it did break the game then. But now it's okay, because there's something else breaking the game. The game's always been broken by whatever is new. And we have the memories of what your favorites were in the past. And if you want to know exactly what I'm talking about, how many of you, for example, played the game for a long time and one of your favorite premium tanks was the IS-6 or the KV-5? Remember in the day? You kind of had the choice between the IS-6, the KV-5, and the Löwe. Do you remember? Those are kind of the three. And the FCM 50T, the French one. Those are kind of the choices you had. Do you remember those days? And if your favorite was the IS-6 or the KV-5, which broke the game, then remember, they're going to break the game. I can't penetrate the IS-6. They put another weak spot on it. The KV-5's too powerful. All you have to do is drive backwards and no one can hurt you. There's no weak spot when you drive backwards because you protect your R2-D2 unit. It's breaking the game. Well, I just encourage you now to take them out for a spin today. Take out your IS-6 today. Or your KV-5. As a matter of fact, over the next couple of days, I should do a couple of features. I should feature the IS-6 and the KV-5. Why not? Play your IS-6 and KV-5 and do more than 2,000 damage. And I'll feature you. They both suck now, right? But they broke the game in the past. But you'll have fond memories of them. You'll say, I remember that. I had some good games in that. It didn't break the game, obviously. Look at it now. It's not very good. You're missing a lot of steps there in your brain. This is it. The number one least reliable source in a court of law is an eyewitness account. Because the average human brain, so it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, it was this is the quote. Because the average human brain is incapable of recollection. We recall, we have memories, and we have information stored in our brain, but what we have in our brain that we call memories, what we recall, are eyewitness accounts of what happened in the past, are almost completely unrelated to what actually happened. They are what's stored in our brains version of what we think happened, or what we think we saw, or what we recall now, is completely, almost guaranteed to be not factual. If you wrote a book based on just your memories, everything you write down will not have occurred. It'll just be what you remember now that you think did. And that's why eyewitness, when you're in a court of law, an eyewitness account is viewed as the least important piece of evidence. A video or documents or that kind of stuff is much more DNA found, measured by a scientist, proof. Just because someone said, yeah, I saw him and he came in and he did that, it's probably... He thinks he did. Right? Probably not lying, although some people would lie. But unreliable. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, right. Like, for example, some of you that saw this game. If you had to describe this game, what happened? You just witnessed it. You watch World of Tanks videos all the time. Right? You watch like probably one a day, and you play the game. You watch the game intently, and you listen to me. And now if I asked you, what happened in the game? Who did he shoot? How many shots did he take? What tanks did he kill? How many did he kill? I know I've got the post-game stats on here, but if I just asked you, you wouldn't remember. What tank was it that he was driving? Half of you would not know. I think it was a Progetto. Yeah, that's right. He was driving a Progetto, and he got high caliber. But you'd be wrong. It wasn't a Progetto, okay? It's an Object 257, and it still has it. Here he is. And he didn't get high caliber. He only got 5 kills. He got... he did get high caliber. He only got 5 kills. He didn't get whatever that other medal is that if you get... What is it when you get 6 kills? Whatever the hell. He didn't get that one. You see? Okay. Thanks for watching.